Same article, Reasons for Concern for ESPN. They say the ultimate upside of this organization rests squarely on the shoulders of Watson since arriving in Cleveland in 2022. He's played in 12 games, completing just 59.8% of the throws, 14 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Although the team went 5-1 in 6 games he did play last season, Watson has to be available first and foremost and elevate his play to justify guaranteed money and structure that has never been seen before in an NFL contract. 5-1 in 6 games matters. Is it a quarterback stat? I don't really give a damn if it is or it isn't. You want a quarterback that the team feels they can win with. 5-1 in 6 games, to me, says they can win with them. It doesn't matter about the stats. We're not playing fantasy football. They're trying to get wins.
Yeah, I think, obviously we could talk about that Colts game. Obviously, he played a quarter and he did not look good in that quarter. And of course, he had the injury and he didn't even finish he barely got out of the first half. He barely finished the first quarter, I think, before he got injured. So I kind of throw that out. So in the 5 games he really played start to finish, 4-1 as a starter. The only game he really played terribly in was the Pittsburgh game, and like I said last week, they still had a chance to win that game with a drive in the final minutes. And yeah, wins are not necessarily a quarterback stat, but if you look at the games Deshaun Watson played, some of them he didn't play the prettiest games in. The Bengals game was not a pretty one. He had a bad interception. And then the Ravens game, obviously the pick six to start the game. But in all 4 of those games, he made enough plays to win those games. It wasn't like he had a 4 interception game and the team ran for 200 yards and won in spite of the quarterback. Deshaun Watson made plays in all 4 of those games to win the football game. And I think there's something to be said for that in my mind. And Louis Riddick there does say, obviously Deshaun Watson's got to stay healthy and he's got to stay available. I think that's the obvious thing is he has to be able to be out there for, more than 3 or 4 games in a row. We're talking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, possibly at least 10 before we can really gauge, if he's back or whatever his status is going forward.
Yeah, and here's the thing. The guaranteed money in the NFL, they did that to get him to agree to come and take the trade. He had a no trade. He waived the no trade. I'm done talking about the guaranteed money. They did it. They're going to have to live with it. That's fine. It's not my money. But the point you made is extremely valid. Did he make enough plays to win the game? That's the definition of a franchise quarterback. Games on the line, are you making enough plays to win? That's what they went out and got him for.
Yeah, and you would imagine this season with the Browns having a tougher schedule of quarterbacks to go against if Deshaun Watson's healthy, you would expect to see quite a few quarterback duels, and Watson, hopefully for the Browns, rising up to the challenge of some of the great quarterbacks he's going up against and proving to, the NFL world that he's still among those types of quarterbacks.